What makes us human? Is it the first steps we take, guided by the hands of someone who believes in us? Is it the courage to try, to fall, and to get up again, knowing someone is there to catch us? Or is it the wisdom shared between generations, the unspoken bond of learning from one another? Maybe it's the melodies we create, the rhythm of our hearts echoing in every note. Or the art we leave behind, proof that we dared to dream, dared to express. Perhaps it's the simple gestures, the ones that remind us we're never alone in this world. What makes us human? It's not just what we do, but the love, the courage, the creativity behind it all. To question, to create, to connect. This is humanity.
Imagine a world where your thoughts aren't your own. A world where your memories, your skills, even your very sense of self can be bought, sold, or revoked. Sound impossible? It might already be happening. As the candle flickers, casting long shadows on the walls, one question lingers. Are we shaping technology, or is it shaping us? Starlink, the ambitious satellite network launched by SpaceX, promises to connect the entire globe. Rural villages, bustling metropolises, and even the most remote islands are now within reach of its digital embrace. But what if this is more than just high-speed internet? What if it's the foundation of a network so vast it could someday intertwine not just our devices, but our very thoughts? What if Starlink is more than just a tool for communication? Could it be the backbone for something much greater? A neural network, perhaps? A digital highway, not for your emails, but for your very thoughts? Now, enter Neuralink, a coin-sized implant designed to bridge the gap between the human brain and artificial intelligence. Imagine learning a new language in seconds. Need to master coding or a new skill? It's just a download away. Remembering every moment, every face, every conversation without flaw sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Picture this, a person planning a vacation to Japan. They've set their travel dates, booked their flights, and spent thousands of dollars for the trip of a lifetime. Then they decide, why not go all in? They opt for a Japanese language package, instantly downloaded to their brain. By the time they land, they're not just tourists. They're fluent speakers, blending seamlessly into the culture. Here's another wild thought. A doctor striving to be the best surgeon. By maintaining their subscription fee, they can access every surgical practice, study and technique known to mankind. Or imagine a lawyer aspiring to master their craft, downloading knowledge straight from Harvard or Yale's archives. But what if you can't afford the full package? Don't worry, you'll still get some access, but limited. And even if cost isn't an issue, what happens when your subscription restricts what you can learn, leaving critical knowledge just out of reach? But like all tools, its purpose is defined by the hands that wield it. Today, Neuralink promises to cure neurological disorders, to revolutionize learning, and to bridge divides in communication. Tomorrow, it could become something else, a marketplace for thoughts and skills, a pay-to-play world where your memories, your knowledge, even your sense of self could hinge on a subscription fee. Miss a payment, and who's to say what gets erased? When every mind is connected, who truly controls the network? And more importantly, who decides what's left out? It sounds like science fiction, but think about what we already pay for. Streaming services, apps, premium internet speeds. Could the knowledge in your mind be next? Could we see a future where convenience comes at the ultimate cost? And what happens when you can't pay? Picture this, a remote desert. Robotic soldiers move in perfect synchronization, connected to a central intelligence via Starlink. Every maneuver calculated, every move precise. No latency, no hesitation. a network so robust that even the most isolated battlefield becomes a hub of real-time data. But war is never fought in isolation. Across from these machines are human beings, soldiers with families, children, and dreams. Each step these machines take is a step closer to a life erased, a future undone. It might be a revolution in warfare, but at what human cost? And then, what happens when the battlefield moves from distant deserts to the heart of our cities? When the same network designed to fight wars becomes a tool for controlling our lives? If these machines, once built for protection, are used to police, to suppress, to command, let's bring it closer to home. Imagine a world where every child is fitted with Neuralink from birth. Education is instantaneous. Languages, history, mathematics, all downloaded directly into their brains. No more exams, no more struggling to keep up. But what if you miss a payment? Do you lose access to your child's knowledge, to their memories? What if their thoughts aren't their own, but shaped by the ones who control the downloads? Think of the first time you learned to ride a bike. The wobble, the fall, the triumph when you finally balanced, or the rush of excitement the first time you drove a car. Those moments shaped who you are. But in this world, they're no longer lived. They're uploaded. Doesn't your memory make you who you are? If there's no more school, no more playing games with friends, no more college memories, what happens to human connection, to personality? What if future humans become robots in flesh? No more depression because the chip suppresses it. No more crime because the chip removes the impulses. Convenience, yes. But at what cost to our humanity? The internet today is a far cry from the free-flowing exchange of ideas it once promised. Search engines guide you toward answers they want you to see. Social media algorithms show you a world crafted to fit your biases. And then there's the dark web, a name designed to make you fear it. What if the future neural network, powered by Starlink and Neuralink, takes this one step further? What if it decides not just what you see, but what you think? What if you no longer even recognize the boundaries being placed on your thoughts because they've been erased before you could question them? Today's internet, hailed as a tool for free expression, is carefully curated. Algorithms act as gatekeepers. Even the so-called dark web may simply be where the filters don't reach. If AI tools are restricted, the neural network of tomorrow could limit not just access to information, but the very fabric of personal autonomy. And by the time you realize the difference, if you are already integrated into the network, would you even have the freedom to ask? Think about getting a message from your loved one. If your emotions are dulled or even pre-programmed, would their words still carry the same weight? It's like the difference between the deep roar of an engine and the synthetic hum of an electric car. One might simulate the experience, but is it the same? History has taught us that power, unchecked, always finds its way into the wrong hands. During wartime, propaganda was a weapon shaping entire nations with carefully crafted narratives. In the 20th century, surveillance infiltrated our lives under the guise of safety, making even our private moments a matter of record. And today, algorithms quietly influence your every decision, what you see, what you buy, even how you think, often without you ever realizing it. Power has always evolved with technology. What began with kings and empires now rests in the hands of tech giants whose influence spans continents. Even if Elon Musk's intentions are pure, what happens when he's gone? What happens when the network he built, the one capable of connecting every mind, is controlled by someone less altruistic, someone who sees not connection but control, not freedom but conformity? When technology serves power, it stops serving people. What safeguards do we have when those who inherit these tools wield them as instruments of suppression rather than progress? And in a world where your thoughts, memories, and decisions can be shaped by an unseen hand, would you even notice the loss of freedom before it's too late? A mother sits with her child reading a bedtime story. The child's eyes light up with wonder as the tale unfolds. Dragons, castles, heroes. These stories ignite their imagination, painting worlds that exist only in the boundless landscape of a child's mind. But in this new world, will there even be stories? Or will imagination itself be replaced by a pre-programmed narrative, downloaded in seconds but devoid of soul? What happens to the magic of curiosity when every answer is just an upload away? What do we lose when bedtime stories are replaced with data, when dreams are dictated by algorithms, and when our children grow up knowing only the choices that others have programmed for them? What do we sacrifice when we trade freedom for convenience, the spark of individuality, the joy of discovery, the raw, unfiltered emotions that make us human? When every thought is stored, analyzed, and controlled, do we lose not just privacy, but the essence of who we are? In this new reality, it's not just about what we gain, but about the irreplaceable things we might leave behind. The question isn't just what technology can do, but what it might undo. The light of human curiosity has driven every great leap in history, from the first spark of fire to the exploration of the cosmos. It is this light, fragile yet powerful, that has always guided us forward, but like the flickering candle, it is vulnerable. Vulnerable to the winds of greed, control, and the promise of convenience at any cost. The question isn't whether we can connect every mind, but whether we should. Will this connection empower us or bind us? Will it ignite the next chapter of human progress, or extinguish the flame of individuality and freedom? Some may call it crazy. We call it curiosity. Every breakthrough starts with someone questioning the unquestionable. What if we're wrong? What if we're right? Stay curious, stay bold, and never stop questioning, because that's how progress begins.